actually. It's like there's 3 or 4 that he plays exceptionally well. So I'm looking forward to watch him.
You know how I remember Malrine? Oh, actually, I believe it's Malrone, right? Isn't that one of the names that we were told?
I think maybe, and we still said
because the
Malrine.
one is like the one NE is just one, so it's ONE, so it's Malrone.
Malrone.
You know, you have to. Some of these players' names, it's like solving a puzzle, solving a cryptic puzzle. But I believe we solved this one. Yeah, I think he likes to go by Malrone. Let's have a little bit of a pause. We had a few of these yesterday. Hopefully, we don't get too many today. We want to keep the Dota flowing nice and smoothly for you boys and girls at home.
I'm really curious how this top matchup's gonna go. I don't get to see enough. I see it in pubs, like these Coddle off lanes, but I rarely get to actually see it. I'm curious too because I always have to talk about these little interactions. But Void versus Coddle, the blast actually counts as 2 spells. So when you time dilate, it applies 2 stacks of time dilation to Coddle. Yeah, and every time you get blasted, you can just time walk. So I'm interested why they went for this Coddle in the off lane. Yeah, you'll see it in the mid game, the time dilation versus Illuminate.
Yeah, no, it's hard to say. You know what Malik's, what they feel that Malik's going to be able to offer on the Coddle. The
thing that I see is that he didn't want to play like some strength melee. You know, he didn't want to play into Undying, just getting full zoned as we saw multiple times. That's what I understood for it as. And then sure, yeah, he can pump up some mana into his Bat Rider and all that. But yeah, I'm curious to see what their concept was with it. Nice pull by Astral. He actually gets the 4 creeps behind the tower, denies 2 creeps, and keeps the whole creep wave alive. So he's going to continue denying a couple more waves. We see Kirtrick also doing the same thing on the opposing side, but he's going to lose a couple creeps. So nicely done from Astral.
Yeah, they won't be able to get over it to do anything about this. And Astral, of course, letting Malik be the one to hover around and get the CS in the safety behind his tower.
Near full deny again.
And meanwhile, elsewhere, first blood for Lil down bottom. Able to chase out Hellscream, take him out 1v1.
Guess just auto attacks. He still was level 1, yeah. Fire Spirit's only for the Phoenix.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No, imagine what this lane down bottom. Does this start getting pretty rough for the Alk, like having to trade with the Slardar, or?
All depends on how much the Ench is able to do. Like what creeps she finds. If she finds like the Ogre Frost Mage, you know, then it's like Alchemist free farms. Similar concept for if he gets the like mana regen thing. Getting that first blood is a pretty big deal because now he gets a full set of items coming out here. Blightstone to harass and pressure.
So far in the mid lane CS, a little bit of lead here for the Bat.
Yeah, doing well, holding skill point. Slardar so far doing very good versus that melee, so. Lil not able to find a creep. Not just yet, not a good one. So Alchemist will be pressured then during this. Does have Chainmail and a Ring of Protection, so we'll be a little bit better off, but they're actually able to apply some pressure now, even though the Phoenix did die early.
And I'll be interested to see sort of how well the Coddle's sort of able to keep in the game in terms of farm. Because I imagine, right, any stacks that PuckChamp make, they'll be going the way of the Alchemist. Like, is this Coddle going to get any chance to sort of, use the benefit of its ability to farm and clear stats?
I don't think so. That's and then we just saw, by the way, if you looked at the Coddle, he had 3 time dilation stacks with only 2 spells. I don't think he's going to be able to be the one to take stacks at all now. They have Bat and Alk, right? These 2 heroes.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
rely on kind of snowballing.
Yeah, it's hard to see if there's actually going to be enough space on the map for these 3 heroes to get the farm they need.
I like this from So Bad. He checks the runes. They double check runes versus the Bat Rider. Malrine probably said, hey guys, like, I don't want this Bat to have full bottle. Malrine now just gets his bottle delivered also in mid lane as he went for the boots and the stick, as we see every game versus Bat Rider. And yeah, so Ench not able to find a armor creep. He actually only finds the Harpy Stormcrafter. So yeah, we're seeing quite a bit of pressure actually onto Crystallize. 15-1 to the 21-10. Great start for Nemiga. Draft, like their mid game, as you mentioned, team fight looks pretty bonkers, and having a good start in laning phase is going to probably set them up for a really good 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, they're not pressuring. They're not pressuring Void at all. That's why I really want to understand why they wanted to go for this so badly. The Coddle, because yeah, they're not touching Void. He just time walks. He's even queued up the Midas already, Owen.
This is fine, you know.
He's fine.
You know, the Midas is gonna. Yeah, it's good on Void, right? The attack speed, and he doesn't need damage. He's got a Slardar on his team.
Exactly, and also if
so
they're ahead,
go for the greed.
If this dire lineup is ahead in the early game, I don't know how Radiant's gonna win like later on. But nice kill, top.
See how much pressure they can put on the Void now underneath the tower.
He did only put the 1 point in time walk, so maybe they could actually get him here.
Undyne's gonna be back. Offer him up some heals at least.
I'm watching bottom, and it's a Slardar and a 1v1 for the most part versus Alchemist, so he's kind of owning him. Like, double Bracer plus Gloves of Haste. Crystallize is not able to really walk up very well. I'm watching LL. Lil's got the mana burn creep, but he's just zoning a Phoenix. He's not actually helping the Alch too much. It's now an Alch versus 1v1 in Slardar, which isn't good. And Thunder used.
I wasn't able to get a sort of an opportunity to really commit with that there. Seemed a bit too concerned of what backup was going to be in store from PuckChamp.
Oh, Vazia's having a blast now. Look at him bottom. Boots, Gloves of Haste, the Bracers, free farm. Alchemist got pushed out of lane. They have to bring a third hero down. They have to help their Alch. This is pretty devastating, the start that he's having. This low on net worth.
So if they can get a kill out of this. They're looking for the setup.
Nope.
He's already back under the safety of his tower. Not able to get on top of him as quickly as they needed to.
And now top. Malreen's made the move.
They can go for Malik. They're in on top, and indeed, there's no escape once he's been time dilated.
You see it again? Yeah, 3 stacks. He only has 2 spells, but he's getting the 3rd stack because of that annoying blast interaction with time dilation. And Midas is done. So Void with a net worth advantage over an Alchemist in early game. Kind of just fares incredibly well for the Void lineup. Nice pressure on bottom tower.
I mean, they're Smasher dies. In for this. So they want to try and defend.
Malik has roll. Or Malreen has roll.
I mean, they're all going to go for the setup there. Vazia, he had the bash primed, ready to go for Crystallize. In they go with the Rolling Thunder. They'll take out the 2 of them there. A great defense, and even catching Lil. Malrone getting across the 3 of them. Finding Lil as well at the end to what is attempted TP out. As Nemiga, they'll get all 3 of them and keep this tier 1 tower alive.
Oh boy, Owen. We might be in for a pretty dominant game from Nemiga after all this. Alchemist is completely crippled. The damage is going to be pretty high on the side of Nemiga now with this Pango having a good start too. And Slardar is absolute free farming. Treads double Bracer. Alch has to find a different place to farm. Level 4 on Crystallize.
Find another bit of action here. Already the Tombstone's been dropped down. They dive forward. Sunray onto the Batrider. He'll go for a lasso attempt. Dragging Sobad up to the high ground, but there's no follow-up damage. Nothing to come of this lasso, and he may still be in trouble himself. The zombies continuing to chase down Young G, as indeed Nemiga will pick up that kill as well. They continue to move across the map with this aggression. Back up top, I mean, at this point, he can look for solo kill opportunity. He's going to try for it. Drops down the Chrono, needs a couple of bashes out of this. It's still pretty fast. He's actually going to... That was risky. I guess he wanted to set up the heal and the damage. He will actually make it away there. If another bash came through, he probably would have died. Wasn't to be. He'll live. Back in the jungle. Nemiga, they just keep the action going. They're going to go for Crystallize. They close in upon him. They'll try and get the concoction out, but the bash and the physical damage from the Slardar is too much to Crystallize. Down again. Nemiga pretty much getting whatever they want here.
They're dominating
around this jungle. Just, you know, they know exactly how to play around the strength that this Slardar has here. Of course, having an excellent time, excellent start to the game. And yeah, they get him anywhere near the Alchemist, and the Alchemist just doesn't stand a chance.
Oh, and he's level 5 on Alch. Slardar 7.
Thrive.
Kind of gonna set the pace for the whole game. Void is 1,000. Like, this is something you never see. Like, you know, the Cinder and quote. An Alchemist game is an Alchemist game. If Alchemist is this far behind, I don't know how he catches up. Where does he go? He has to just straight jungle, and they have really good ways to actually pressure. They don't have the best ways to take towers on Nemiga, but when they group up, you know, I don't know how PuckChamp's gonna have to react. They're gonna have to maybe just send Malik to try to stall and push out to stop these pushes, but a huge advantage right now from Nemiga.
I mean, I guess that is the role that Malik can play, right? He can be that wave clear. He can stall. You know, he's got to be in the right lane at the right time, but he can be the man to bring the D push in. And he does have to be, because no one else is going to.
Yeah, it's just like, is that even, you know, you're not, this draft isn't made to play toward the later stages of the game. This is a draft that wants to play ahead on PuckChamp. When you're playing with Alchemist, you want to have this incredible farm, and if you stall, you're going to be able to out-farm and out-resource and outscale. You're not going to outscale. Versus Void, Phoenix, Slardar, there's no way. With just an Alchemist single core, unless something like some magnificent pickoff stop happening, this Alchemist is going to have a pretty impossible road to recovery. Let's see what Young G is going to be able to do.
They're going to look for Curie up on the top lane. See if they can get this void. He has already used the time walk. So no way to escape. They have to lock down. Enough damage to be done. We'll see if Malrone can find anything in return. We'll get Astral here. See if immediate TP's out elsewhere from PuckChamp. Malrone wants to dive for tier 1 for more. He won't. Just settle for the 1-for-1 trade.
Good kill. Young G has to have every single one of his moves be successful so they can make that space. Sobed is he farming triangle with Tombstone? He stole the hard camp, I think. Yeah, he stole hard camp with Tombstone. So denying away those stacks, that catch up that Crystallize desperately needs. Now taking a bit. Astro level 6. Trying down bottom.
He killed his Slardar, but a heads-up move there. He knows Lasso's on cooldown, just TPs away from the 3 of them, and they've got nothing to stop it.
Very nice play. The one thing about Marcy now, right? Your initiation is your rebound. So as soon as that's used, you can actually TP out every time. You rebound and dispose, of course. This tower?
Yeah, they'll lose this tower.
But still a good move, good impact move. Opening up the map for Crystallize to start trickling his way back up. Still a long road to recovery, but at least he's middle of the pack now, not the bottom.
Continue to just try and avoid any fight that Nemiga look to bring. Nemiga, they'll step things up once they have the blink done. On Slardar, very, very close to it. A few hundred gold off. Between sort of that and Malrone's defusal that he'll have very shortly. They'll have the tools required to just continue to look for these fights in PuckChamp's half of the map into their jungle. At a point where Crystallize won't quite be ready for them if he gets caught. So you see here, Crystallize is getting a little bit of space. As you say, you know, being 5th at the moment in the net worth out of the 6 cores at 12 minutes. It's not the place you want to be as an Alchemist. Yeah, you're crackling all over the place. I'd say unplug all your audio stuff, replug all your. You got loose cable, definitely loose cable. All right, here we go, Nemiga. With the smoke, but this time round, PuckChamp more aware that these sort of plays are going to be attempted. Crystallize still getting away in the same area where he's able to clear these 2 stacks together. Nemiga won't hunt deeper for him at this point in time. They'll settle for trying to take this tier 1 tower down in turn bottom. Extra money from this should push Malrone towards the defusal. As we can see, has the blink dagger already on its way out, ready to deliver and ready to jump in with. So look to continue to open the map up further and further. Keep a lot of space for the Void. Void now opting to TP away from that top lane. Can sense that the pressure's going to be coming in from PuckChamp themselves up top. And he actually wants to find a bit of action with the Chrono here. Straight away, looking to move to this area that they know that Crystallize is likely to be farming in. Crystallize not to be caught once again, doing a good job of not being found by these movements from Nemiga. But PuckChamp now having a little bit of extra control with the Orchid, but Malik chose to rush this game, being completed. Silence still at a point where Void could definitely be tripped up. Still going for the Maelstrom after the Midas. well away from any sort of save or dispel.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower.
Let's see what they
is
can get
under
with this
attack.
smoke.
Apologies
The
for that,
triangle they
hopefully.
go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah, you sound beautiful to me. Here we go. Batrider's gone. They don't even need the chrono for that. They're looking over to the mid. I mean, he'll drop the chrono for this one, Kiri. He's caught both of them. And now it'll buy time for the rest of Nemiga to swing across. Astral's falling low. Malik's going to get chased out by Malrone and Vazia. That's 3 of them dead. Tier 1 gone in the mid lane. Nemiga just continuing to show that at this point of the game, their lineup just does so much more than what PuckChamp can.
And this is the thing that we talked about in the draft, the Slardar, when it opens up. They can win a fight, they still have a couple ults, and they can just go straight into Rush. This game's looking pretty difficult for PuckChamp to recover. The Alchemist, as we said, his lane just too hard. This Radiance is going to come out, but it's a late Radiance. He's still short about 1,000 gold. Let's see if they steal it.
Ooh, nothing they can do in time. Malrone's got the Aegis in his hands.
Yeah, road to recoveries, you know, when you don't have the team fight advantage and these lanes did go poorly and you're running an Alchemist draft, this is where it's like recovery outlet is incredibly difficult. You have to go for these pickoffs and play kind of perfectly around the map to try to come back, because you're not, like we mentioned earlier, you're not going to win team fights versus this draft, and you're at this big deficit now that, you know, even if you had an advantage, the team fights are still going to be complicated. So let's see what they're able to do, especially for Young G, how much they can split push and catch people on the side lanes whenever Malik does get split push going. Because he does have Orchid, so this Coddle and Batrider can pick people off, but the way Nemiga's played so far, they don't give the opportunity.
I think Nemiga will be very quick to make moves, even when they don't have chrono. They don't need it, really. If Vazia's able to jump in. Very quickly kill quite a fair few of the heroes on PuckChamp's lineup.
This last pick Slardar was absolutely perfect, really. Level 12 already.
And maybe something that could have been expected. You know, as I say, it's no secret that this lad Vazia plays a lot of Slardar. Level 26 master tier.
It is one of the hardest, if not the hardest counter versus those melee carries as well, too. Now that Razor and, well, Viper, it's Razor, Viper, and Slardar, you know, the Amar thing that he likes to do, and then, you know, your Mars and stuff, to be able to shut down those physical melee carries. Slardar is amazing at doing that.
A little bit of an ambitious tombstone there for So Bad. I was maybe seeing if it would be enough to start the fight on Crystallize, but Crystallize very easily walking away from that. I'll go with the smoke PuckChamp. See if they can find a kill bottom. It is for now just the Phoenix. They're going to move to the triangle instead. See if they can get on top of this void. But he's going to get on top of them. He'll just turn Kiri and pop the chrono, catch the 2 of them. Malik will get the silence off, but he's having to run and he cannot escape the burn of the Sunray. As Malik goes down, Astral manages to TP away. They will have to use the Supernova there, Hellscream, to survive. Onto the side, they'll go for the lasso. Has to use the lasso there to provide himself the safety to TP out as the bat. But
That's rough.
That was not what PuckChamp were looking for at all there. And very nicely done. Yeah, Kiri just hides in the trees, and then
Radiant's
as soon as
top
they're ready to try and find him, he turns and drops a chrono on both of them.
Just making it look easy. Radiance online, Ogre X2, but at such a deficit. Slardar nearly a BKB done, so that Radiance is not really going to phase him once he has that too. They continue to play aggressive. They're looking to dominate the jungle. Right now they're spotted though. This maybe is an opportunity for PuckChamp.
I'm going to catch him with a rebound, and the blink's up. Vazia's away. Tombstone's dropped down. PuckChamp, they'll still try and fight into it. They'll look to take down the Tombstone, but it's going to get healed up by So Bad. Doesn't matter. They'll still finish it, and they should be able to finish the Undying. Well, I said finish. They take them quite a lot of it. They keep missing a lot of these. There they go. Finally able to take down the Tombstone and the Undying. But you can see from Nemiga, they still want to go.
Yeah, Malrone, he's coming in.
Vazia wants to jump.
Oh, the stun does catch on the 2. Nice play from Low. Saved his life probably with that Centaur stomp. As soon as the Pango and Vazia start to getting the attempt to a potential reinitiation, that's when you see PuckChamp just have to full reset and run away. These 2 are too strong for them to fight still. And of course, Malrone, Got lucky. Gets himself a Brigand's Blade on top, too. The kind of best item you can get on a Pango at this point when you're ahead.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And he is going to be going for an Aghanims. So with Pango and Phoenix, and now it's even easier as Pango, you literally are just going to be disarming people nonstop.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So that egg going to be even harder for them to kill whenever that egg does come out for Pango. And they just continue sweeping the map, controlling everything. While Void free farms.
Yeah, no, they're crushing it. They're crushing it. And it really is a case of, you know, the lead being much more than the 3K shows. You know, the only reason that's as low, you know, I mean, obviously it's still not that low, but it's lower than it really, you know, actively is in this game is because that alchemy, of course, is just inflating the gold the PuckChamp have. But that gold just, it's not really doing a whole lot right now.
No, absolutely not. The Phoenix walking into the jungle versus 2 or 3 heroes.
Yeah, they just get destroyed and Malik's dead.
Full BKB done for the Slardar. Yeah, definitely got to watch out for last pick Slardar if you're going to be going for this. Yeah, he's completely blown the game open.
Against Nemiga, for sure. So when you've got such a proficient Slardar player, you've got to have it in the back of your mind.
Is under attack.
He's gone for, you know, a little bit of different than we're used to seeing with Slardar, because we pretty much only see Amar play. It's the Mask of Madness build. Nope, he's got this double bracer, just stick in the lane, treads build. That's worked phenomenally.
Make a push for this tier 2, and I don't know if you're PuckChamp, is there much you can do or want to do about this? I mean, you come down here, you're getting chronos, you're getting jumped. Yeah,
you can't team fight. I think that's been the kind of the name of the game even before the lanes went as bad as they did.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower.
Carry with that Midas usage, got his BKB complete and on the way out.
This is the best move they can do on PuckChamp, is just go for the tier 2 split. So at least they'll get the trade. Pretty good. But yeah, now, how do you fight? You already couldn't really fight into these plethora of ults and control. Now there's an Aghs Pango with a Phoenix on his team. So he's going to be disarming you constantly. And you're never going to be able to focus the egg and the tombstone. Game continues to be harder and harder for this poor Alchemist, as he is the solo core. Young G spotted for a second. Nice. Cancels the blink.
That's what Nemiga want to do. Grouped up and smoked up.
They haven't found Crystallize in some time. So he is now actually top net worth. BKB plate mail going to be done. So at least he'll have some armor for that Slardar. Not for all the minus armor that's going to be, though. Lucky shot as well as that Slardar is going to put him negative anyway.
And he's just gone and left the top half of the map at just the right time as well.
Yeah,
Crystallize avoids this move. Well, we'll get left behind. Very quickly shredded there by Malrone.
Good old Brigand's Blade. Look how much damage the Swashbuckle did. 1,000 damage swash. Now they're starting to look to dominate map a little bit more, because I feel like they want to be dominating a little more than they are right now, because Crystallize is getting some space to farm. They're getting a gem, so looking to clear out these wards and continue sweeping map. PuckChamp.
Well, they can get hit. There'll be the jump. They'll be in. Kiri doesn't need to use the chrono. He'll take out Astral. Maybe see if they can find more. Young G's put the BKB to escape.
Yeah, he didn't even, like, nothing hit him. He literally just BKB'd when he saw Tombstone dropped and bailed the hell out. Can't even get an opportunity when they're full smoked.
It's very difficult for them to make a play until they're at a point as a team where they can fight with Crystallize. But of course, Crystallize not wanting to get involved in the fights yet. Needs more time. It's get that AC done.
It just continues to be difficult because they literally have no team fight. They have to get a pick-off and then start number advantage. Maybe even like 2 pick-offs before any type of fight starts for this Alchemist to have a successful fight, because, yeah, he's just so addressed. Nemiga's chilling. Now they can just kind of sit back and wait for any fight to come to them. They're kind of waiting for that next Roche opportunity, because they'll kill it before PuckChamp will be able to react.
PuckChamp's going to try and smoke. See if they can get some sort of a catch or pick off between the sort of single target control that they do have. Just rely on them finding a member of Nemiga alone, and as we've seen for the most part, Nemiga just constantly as a group and ready to team fight. That's not something that PuckChamp want to deal with.
Yeah, they're sticking together, playing smart, playing around the gem.
Can they get any sort of grab?
So they're so scared to jump.
They know, yeah, they know how tricky it is. They jump in. They're probably dying.
Because I'm sure they're discussing, like, who do we want to catch? Like, do you want to catch? Okay, so it's Void is their main target, but you still have to be careful of this Slardar coming in.
See here, BKB's pop. Look at the lasso onto the Void. See if they can bring him down. They can. They're able to take out Kiri. See if they can get more. They'll turn towards Vazia. See Malrone looking for the Rolling Thunder opportunity, but the silence comes into play. They could get out of this PuckChamp. They'll be very happy with the trade. Get the Void. They'll lose Lil. But a support for a carry. Might not be over the yet, though, as Crystallize has been run down by Malrone. Nemiga, they will be able to take more out of this. They get Crystallize there.
Oh, it
looks... wasn't actually able to retreat in time.
It looked so good, actually, for PuckChamp. They got the perfect pick. They were resetting, but he stuck around and stunned himself. Oh, that's crippling. That was actually like the potential attempt at a comeback there. Now it's a huge swing back, and now Alked at 30 seconds. Void can respawn. They might be able to just walk into Roche because they have Chrono available, no Lasso available. Oh, that was almost the potential for that comeback there, too.
So what's next now? I mean, yeah, Roshan is
I'd imagine
something they can step in and take.
You just go. Bat Rider Lasso's down. Yeah, it's going to die so fast.
Super easy. And not a chance of PuckChamp having anything to say about this. Here we go. 5 minutes of play here with the Aegis.
Man, you couldn't ask for more the way that PuckChamp actually got the way the Lasso on Void. They silenced the Pango when he's trying to get the initiation, and then they just they stick around too long on Alk. Nemiga. Now with this, I mean, with Aegis and with the free shard.
And of course, still Chrono. They've still got the Chrono ready to go, so...
Yeah, they're going to look to push this advantage now, too. Alchemist did hit 15 during that fight, so he did get the Acid Spray grants armor, which is going to be pretty nice for his team versus this heavy minus armor, but still continues to just be at the steps, and it's a 4 protect 1 lineup. Their heroes just, they scale. They just scale so much harder on Dire. So unless there's just some massive mistake from Nemiga.
So who's going to back up for who first?
PuckChamp has to. Malik will be the one to start. Oh, important did point out though, they did get the gem at least in the first one. So all things considered, it was still pretty bad for them because they lost the Alk at the end, but at least they take away gem. As Nemiga now smoked up, looking to sweep the map after they forced it. They only saw the Coddle, so they're expecting everyone else on PuckChamp to be farming in this area. They draw a big circle.
See if they can find it. Kiri at the front.
They see Lil bottom. The wraparound.
Vazia.
I think the Radiance ticked on him. He didn't get the blink off.
So if we can get anything out of this, they're probably just going to get Astral by the looks of it. Everybody else will make it out.
It was like a solo kill by the Phoenix, actually. Full duration Sunray Spirit Vessel. Look at that. Beautiful. Lil getting some split push. Look at this hero range creep. They're trying to shove the lanes out right now. Trying to just buy some time at least so they don't want to fight. Because they don't want to fight, and they definitely don't want to fight versus Aegis.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Nemiga, of course, they certainly want to kill. Crystallize having to stay inside the base, really. He steps out, though. Very quickly jump and kill this Alchemist.
Yeah. He's got, like we said, better armor now if he gets the acid spray down and he's close to AC, but either way, he still dies in seconds.
Dire are scanning.
Aron.
They're looking at jumping beyond the tier 2, and they'll get in there on top of Malik and looking to roll in under the tier 4s as well. They know how far ahead they are. They can get away with this with very little fear. of anything that PuckChamp will do in return.
Yeah, no control. Like the Batrider lasso is the only thing to control Malrone, and he's just able to full commit. They see Kato blasting. That's the only thing they really need to worry about for that counter push. Immediately commit onto him, onto high ground now. Age is still for a minute and a half. Looking to set up for bottom too. Look at Vazia. He's actually charging to the Alchemist already. But Crystallize will get out.
They're gonna have to do something here in the mid.
They have a ward on top of Young G. They're stalking him.
Let's see if they're able to cut him off at all.
They have another ward watching him.
We'll be fine. Does have the ether lens now, so a bit easier of a chance of getting the lasso target that he hopes for when he jumps in.
Yeah, their next attempts of like going for kills and stuff like that might just be base pulls, lassos under towers, disposes with Aether Lens under towers and stuff, or with Psychic Headband, sorry, under towers. As Nemiga, they split up, get themselves the levels that they want here too, since they feel just free on the map. AC Slaughter about to be 18, Void's 18, and Malrone is 18. So all three cores looking hot.
PuckChamp's coming out as a unit.
Have they spent the gold on Malik? Not yet. Okay, that's kind of what I'm waiting to see if he does commit for that hex, because maybe that gets some opportunity to catch people on side. He does have the gold, but now he's spotted. Bots 2 picked up on Malrone. They really want to just shut down this map. Keeping it on the Slardar. These two will kill anybody they find.
That's definitely one of the earlier purchases.
I like it. Honestly, I don't think he needs any other items. This is kind of the best thing for him because he can just quickly appear on the Slardar. And this item is actually insane, just an FYI. Boots travel too, because your cooldown's so low and the TP channel time is only 2 seconds, so most situations you'll get the catch. It's not purchased enough, I think, honestly. So it's expensive, sure, but when you're ahead...
Yeah, exactly. He's getting it because he's as far ahead as he is.
But when you are this far ahead...
If this was a closer game, he may be feeling the pain of not having the Lincoln sooner than he could have. We'll see the fight kick off. I mean, it's a 3-man chrono from Kiri into the Supernova. It's just easy here for Nemiga in these team fights. There's just nothing the PuckChamp can do at all at this point, apart from run. And even that's not too easy for them. We see here Malrone, he's chasing Crystallize into the base. They'll pop the fortification, but Malrone continues to run in. Kiri as well. They really want to kill this out. They need a bash. He's actually oh my goodness. If that bash there, that would have definitely been a ping on the Batrider who kind of blocked him off. He'll be fine. Crystallize is able to get back to base. But there may not be much left of the base. The damage to be done down the mid now.
Radiance lets him see another day, but that next day will probably still be his demise.
24-6. 15k lead here for the team that doesn't have the Alchemist. Pretty wild, wild difference. We'll see once again. They try and make a move on so bad, but yeah, you couldn't land it any better there. Yeah, Kiri, 3-man chrono, and just all hopes lost there for PuckChamp in that fight.
I like how he caught the Pango inside of it too, so it's just like, you know that this ball of doom is about to fall on you after the Chronosphere as well. Yep, clean. Nemiga playing their draft beautifully. The big team fight draft, also winning lanes. Just continue to steamroll the map. PuckChamp, see if they can find anything.
We'll see. Mazia, he's happy to jump in. They'll look for Malik. Malik dies in a few hits. Godlike for Malrone. Again, PuckChamp having a run. Crystallize just destroyed in a couple of punches as well from Kiri. It's getting pretty messy here now.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful for this guy Slaughter. He blinks in past the fight, gets on the Coddle, and actually they just kill the Coddle before anything happens. Perfect stuff from Vazia this game. As PuckChamp, they'll still try, they'll still hold on, but just by their fingertips for 20 minutes it feels like.
Yeah, this is definitely been what's seen. It feels like the result's going to be a very slow but steady stomp here, really, from Nemiga. Unless, some crazy sort of mistake happens, really. If this game's to turn around, it's at this stage, it's going to be down to Nemiga making making some big errors.
Agreed, yeah.
As they will.
Get the catch.
I mean,
I didn't realize.
they will kill Malrone in the mid.
Step
So
one.
that's one of your mistakes. That Malrone hanging around on his own.
And there you go. You know, you said the bots too, not having the Lincolns. They didn't have Lincolns for lasso there.
I mean, could it be that there is still a chance here for PuckChamp?
I
mean, we have seen many mistakes made over the games that we've had. You know, it's.
I didn't bring up the Dota buff thing because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure this one's going to say some 95-5, but
think,
I'm going to
yeah.
bring it up now. I'm going to take a look. It's 99. Okay. I'm pretty sure when you look at these type of drafts, like the Alchemist to this far behind with no other scaling, like, sure, Batrider kind of scales, but it's not like a carry that scales in comparison to a Pango. Very different style. 30 seconds, no Pango. PuckChamp trying to do something.
Oh no, you know, so bad. They pretty much just laid down the tombstone to bait them in there. They will go for Crystallize. Is going to look to commit him with the BKB, but he cannot go against these two. He's just getting bashed by the two of them. Chrono gets dropped down, blocking off his escape. It's 3 dead on PuckChamp once again.
Without a Pango. That was the Bash Bros locking down the Alchemist.
I mean,
Can't do
that's
much of
it's
anything.
pretty much an Alchemist nightmare, right? Being just beaten down upon by a Slardar and a Faceless Void. That, you know, that kills the Alchemist.
It's like, it's all of his nightmares. It's a % damage Sunray on top of him, healing the targets he's going for, and he's just getting bash locked. Full nightmare mode.
I mean, yeah, you mentioned Sin's quote earlier. I think, you know, this was not the Alchemist's game.
This was not the Alchemist. It was fully picked, fully counterpicked. If they do well, if they can actually do decent in the laning phase, then maybe you can see a different type of game. But the way Nemiga finished up the draft with the Slardar, they had an exact idea of how they wanted to just cripple the chances and any attempt for an Alchemist to have a good game.
So what we can do here in the mid,
Bottom tower is under attack.
losing the barracks here. PuckChamp.
Radiant's middle tower
See Malrone, he's ready to go. Jumps in. They'll get the lasso on the Void. Able to drag him back into the concoction.
He's okay.
They got any further follow-up? They don't. They don't. Oh, maybe they do.
He's got a,
Down
he's
once.
okay.
Can they do it again? Have they got any
He's
sort
got a
of
shard.
setup here?
And BKB.
All right, they've got nothing else. Nothing else. Upon the refresher, he's good to go. Good to keep pushing. And he's got another Chronosphere now, of course, if they do want to try and fight.
And full healed. Nicely by Hellscream.
Radiant's bottom has fallen.
But we haven't actually, honestly, we didn't really talk about the Phoenix too much because it's been kind of stompy game for the cores, especially Malrone and Vasya. But Hellscream is 7-1-15. He just actually never got contested with any of his Sunrays in any fight. So did want to highlight him a little bit since we haven't given most of the attention to those cores.
I mean, the game will go on, but as I say, if this game turns on its head, then I've seen it all.
Then it's probably match fixing.
This is over. There's 30k. Whenever you've seen a team at 38 minutes be 30k down, and they're a team where they do actually have an Alchemist that's the most farmed on the team.
Yeah,
but they're 30k behind.
It's a rough one. Lincoln's now done. Now they probably can't grab the Pango. Double Lincolns, of course, we saw the Void with one earlier too.
Penta Edge as well here for the Void.
Beautiful.
For any of them, for the Slardar, if he wants to take it, we'll see who wants to hold on to that one.
Okay, I give them a head start.
There we go. Final smoke, probably to put an end to this game. In they go. They'll get on top of Lil. They'll drop down the tombstone, move over to Astral. Double kill for Malrone. And Malik, no chance of escape. And same to be said if Young G trapped by the Chrono. Oh,
give him the rampage.
Oh, come on, give him the rampage. Give him the rampage. Come on. Give him the. Come on.
He deserves it.
Give it. Give it the give him. Too late.
Oh, now they're going to call it.
No, it's no rampage. But there we go. GG is called. Nemiga in. Again, it's 39 minutes. It's not a quick game, but in terms of the stomp factor, it's a pretty big level of stompiness.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, I guess times have changed. Of course, it's like their last chance of being able to make it to TI, but these type of losses, like staying in this one, had to feel pretty grueling. I got to be honest, because it was 20 minutes of just domination that they're just sticking in, and I wonder how the comms are too, because they can't be saying like we've got a chance. Like there really was like no chance.